Hey everyone, welcome back. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of posts and videos claiming there's a way to get unlimited diamonds in Chamet. The people sharing it say it's quick, easy to use, and works on both Android and iPhone. I'll admit I was curious, but also pretty skeptical. We've all seen methods like this before, and a lot of them end up being disappointing. So I decided to check it out for myself and record the entire experience. In this video, I'll show you what I found, how the process went, and whether anything actually changed in my Chamet Diamonds balance. Let's get into it. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. After that, I opened my browser and visited the website that people kept mentioning. The setup looked pretty straightforward. There weren't a lot of buttons or confusing menus, and everything seemed optimized for mobile users. I searched for Chamet, selected the option related to diamonds, and continued to the next step. At that point, I still wasn't sure what to expect, but I was curious enough to keep going and see how the whole thing played out. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. Now for the part everyone was waiting to see. Once everything was finished, I closed the app and opened Chamet again. The first thing I did was check my account and look at my diamonds balance. To my surprise, the extra diamonds seemed to be there right away. I didn't have to refresh anything, wait for an update, or go through any additional steps. As soon as I got back into the app, the balance had already changed. Honestly, that was the last thing I expected. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.